James Asher is a professor of psychology at San Jose University, California. He is the developer of the total physical response. This is a language teaching method built around the coordination of speech and action. It attempts to teach language through physical activity. Asher states that most of grammatical structure of the target language and hundreds of vocabulary items can be learned from the skillful use of imperative by the instructor. He has elaborated an account of what he feels facilitates or inhibits foreign language learning. He creates three influential learning hypotheses.
The first one is bioprogram, which consists in a parallel process between first and second language learning. Asher sees three processes as central. The first process refers that children develop listening competence before they develop the ability to speak. The second one says that children's ability in listening comprehension is acquired because they are required to respond physically to spoken language in the form of parental commands. And finally, once a foundation in listening comprehension has been established, speech evolves naturally and effortlessly out of it.
An Asher hypothesis provides that the brain and nervous system are biologically programmed to acquire language in a particular sequence and mode. The sequence is listening before speaking, and the mode is to synchronize language with the individual's body. The second hypothesis refers to the brain lateralization. In this one, Asher talks about right and left sides of the brain and how they are involved in the process of total physical response. He explains that left side is related to language learning and right side with the motor movement. The third and final hypothesis says that the reduction of stress is necessary for a success language learning.
The general objectives of total physical response are to teach oral processing at a beginner level. For this method, we keep in mind the student needs of learning, also the use of action-based drills in the imperative form. One of the main characteristics of TPR syllabus is the use of sentences with grammatical and lexical criteria. Here is more important the attention to meaning rather than form of items. Imperative drills are the major classroom activity in total physical response.
They are typically used to elicit physical action and action the part of learners. Other activities include role plays centered on everyday situations. Learners in total physical response have the primary roles of listener and performer. They are an active part of the class, listen attentively and respond physically to commands given by the teacher, also remembering that they already had seen.
In the other hand, the teacher decides what to teach, materials and the models of activity. Asher recommends to write down all activities to have a fast-moving reaction in the class. Also, when the teacher corrects something, at first he tolerates some errors, but then when the level of language increases, the tolerate of corrections decrease. Talking about materials, all depends on the topic that is going to be seen, the teacher's voice, gestures, etc. He can use in a higher level pictures, realia, slides, word charts, etc.
For this activity, the students have to do groups of 3 people or pairs. When those groups are made, the teacher is going to give to each group a sentence.
Each group have to represent this sentence and the rest of the class have to guess it.
For example, the teacher says, Lucia is playing while Carlos and Martin are cooking.